Check 1, check 2, check 3. We're doing a check right now. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. We're going to start the show right now in a second. We're just doing a quick little mic check. Check 1. We good? All right, 1 sec. What's going on, everyone? It is David Palmer, the Leo King, and we are here on HighVibe.tv for spiritual dance music for the full moon in Scorpio, which is A very powerful full moon, Scorpio. If you've never watched this show before, make sure first off that you check out all these links below, highvibe.tv. We do this show for free. We do a lot of other cool shows for free, like Deep Love Tarot, Deep Astrology. Half of it's full version. The other half is, if you remember, you get the chart version without just the audio. But make sure that you become a member now so you can get part of this awesome revolution with spirituality, the cool, the fun, the real spiritual network that's all about being real and having a great time and realizing high vibes are just more than what a perception of it is. Please check us out, highvibe.tv. Now, never watched this show. This is where I'm going to talk about this full moon, because if we do this show on every full moon and new moon, and it's about a celebration, and it's about, especially on a full moon, a release and an understanding of what are we releasing and also what is the peak out of this lunar cycle. But I think what's more important about this show is not only do we talk about the astrology, we pull the tarot cards. And then, of course, I do a prayer, and then I channel all that into a live dance mix where we are all together, and it is all done live. Like, literally, it is all done live. And I actually channel this thing. Don't even know what the heck I'm even going to be playing. I just know the tracks, but I've never even really listened to the tracks. I actually, if you go watch my Instagram Live, how I just listen to maybe 2 seconds of new tracks, and I always pick new tracks for this show. So, but it's all channeled based off the full moon energy or the new moon energy. Now, if we're going to talk about this full moon in Scorpio here, I've been saying it, whether you heard it on Deep Astrology this week, you heard it on the full moon report I put on YouTube today and on High Vibe, you heard it on Deep Love Tarot. You've probably been hearing it for at least a week here about me saying that this full moon is about what change are you really going to make here before 3 retrogrades that happen at the beginning of next week. And these are not just little retrogrades. Saturn's a major retrograde. And it feels kind of a weird time because when Saturn stopped, it feels like everything's slowed down. And it's like, I don't know if I can make a choice. Should I just stay here? Should I just stay with what it is? Is this the best situation? Well, this full moon in Scorpio is trying to give you the truth. But because it is a falled full moon, the moon is not well in Scorpio. It's at its lowest point. That's the fall position. So this is where we become over-attached to things, and especially with this trine over to Neptune. I don't know if you guys had crazy dreams last night. I had nightmare dreams last night. It was making me wake up to a lot of things. I had brain surgery in a crazy bathroom and all this crazy, like, toxic goop on the toilet, and, like, I was just like, what? And then I had, like, woke up, and I was like, I just had brain surgery? It was not a cool place, let me tell you. But I had to pay attention to maybe some of the thoughts that I had, maybe some of the toxic thoughts that I've been going through. And I need to, like, realize that in a space like a bathroom, right? Like, there's that energy of, like, that's where we go to dump our stuff, literally, and clean our energy, our bodies, and everything else. And there's a part of that where it's like, maybe there's a lot of things here in my mind that I have to dump. Ironically enough, it was a full moon in my 3rd house. I'm a late Leo rising. But all of us have to realize that these energies of these retrogrades coming are no joke. Venus is going to retrograde with Saturn and then Jupiter, the 2 benefics, and then the major malefic Saturn. And Mars is at the end of this Aquarius. You got to realize that by next week we go into Mars and Pisces. That's going to be a confusing road. That is like Alice in Wonderland, trying to figure out how to get through every door, mixed with the yellow brick road and trying to figure out how to get there. I mean, it's confusing. And then you're going to add 3 retrogrades, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, coming back into Capricorn in a month, Jupiter retrograde in its fall position. Everybody's been mad at me too, and I'm going to not come across as frustrated about that because everybody's allowed their own opinion, because I'm not here to push a belief on anybody. I'm just here to give what I believe or what I see as the astrology, and you make your own choices. But I've done this a long time. I'm somebody who is saying, do you really want to go through this new portal? That's a long portal. It's long. It's not a couple weeks. You know what I mean? It's long. It's months. It's months. It's months. It's till we get to the end of the summer and into the fall, when we see Saturn come back direct, we see Pluto come back direct, we see Jupiter come back direct, that we're going to see the new wave, and then we come into a Mars retrograde. So I'm just trying to tell people that this is a moment where the truth can be the most. With the North Node that just went into Gemini, we need to look at getting to the point quick. We know the facts, but we can't get lost into keep pushing things into this, well, someday, or keep looking in this, like, over hopeful space sometimes, or opinionated space, or creating just a place where we get so beyond the point that we're missing the point, and that we're actually so caught up in, especially since Jupiter is in its fall position, and that is the dispositor of that south node. It's in its fall position, about to go retrograde. So the whole idea is take the opportunities in your life right now and the choices and the changes that are part of hard decisions. Jupiter's there. That's why Jupiter doesn't like to be there. The benefic planet of Jupiter doesn't want to be in Saturn's house, where the only benefic way to do something is a malefic way, by ending something. The original death bringer was Saturn, based upon Capricorn, the end of time. So there's things that have come to the end of time that we can no longer do anymore, but we got to get to that point. And what I mean by point, it's that specific small tiny point about something that you know the facts, the data, and especially with the North Node over the last 18 months in Cancer, you've seen all the emotions. If you really think that there's more emotions to go over with this full moon in Scorpio, it's reached the bottom of the barrel. That's what a full moon in Scorpio is. It reaches the bottom of the barrel and it scrapes the bottom. And it goes, can I get any more out of this barrel? Kind of feels funny because I feel like I'm on a ship right now that Craig made here. And of course with Kim Tabay here on High Vibes, beautiful paintings. She makes it a really nice ship. But I do feel like I'm on a ship right now here. You know, and it's like, hey, we're all captains of this collective conscious ship. And if we want to actually take this on a higher note, if we're all going to make this collective conscious get through this crazy 2020 that's already been crazy and hasn't even reached its craziest yet, are we all going to be captains right now in our life and make the best choices to be on the best ship ride that we can go through? Or are we going to deny and not be in truth and be in opinions of ourselves, or create beliefs of things that we already know probably aren't going to work out, but we could be a little bit over hopeful about them, especially when it comes to relationships? Venus square Neptune, that's bringing up all the subconscious issues about relationship situations in everybody. And it's like, does this make sense anymore? Is this what spirit wants? And it's hard because it feels like it's an uncompassionate time, right? Neptune square Venus, that's all month. So it feels uncompassionate. The compassion, though, is actually in the weird way of like going, this is what the signs are telling me, this is what my intuition is telling me, and this is what the facts and the environment look like. I'm going to make my choices about making myself feel better and follow spirit in that way. Jupiter retrograde, I'm going to make choices that are going to open doors for me by not being afraid to make hard choices that are real. Venus retrograde in Gemini, I'm going to look at the facts and I'm going to feel better if I actually have a factual environment around me with the North Node here that's going to make me feel good. Not delusional and not like it's crazy and not, this is where people start to get like frozen. Especially with Saturn stationing at this full moon, which this full moon trine Neptune, which gave you a window of, I know the truth. I can see through. You get a little pskew, but it quincunxed Venus. Uh-oh. It doesn't feel too good because I have to look at the truth of Scorpio and the truth factually of Gemini. Gemini and Scorpio get along good in a way, even though they're coming from totally different modalities. Mutable Gemini, fixed Scorpio. But it does help with understanding, you know what? That's the truth. And ironically, this fixed energy of the Sun in Taurus, Uranus, and Mercury is opposing this full moon. So that puts the mind and the emotions like in a battle of like where the moons fall, to where it's like you got to just think straight about what you really want to build and what you really think is the best for you in your life. And stop letting the emotions, tell you otherwise and try and convince and seduce emotion. Your emotions are trying to seduce you away from a logical truth. And we all are dealing with it. So I think that the other weird part about this is Mercury is sextile Neptune, meaning that we're getting so much clarity from our guides. Are we going to listen to them? We're getting so much clarity from God. Are we going to listen to God? Or are we going to try and be control freaks with a Jupiter-Pluto, now without the South Node, and actually play the control freak game of like, you know what, I have control of this game, and I can do whatever I want. And I'm calling this the biggest patch job in the world for people who want to be in control. I'm going to patch it up. And it's not a good, solid patch, let me tell you on that one. Look at what they're doing with the monetary system. Oh, yeah, we'll just patch it up. It's going to last a long time, right? All right. Let's look at the cards. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back in 1 sec. Everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Dance Music. Let's see what the cards just did. I actually shuffled prior, and then I reset the deck, and then I just shuffled again to show you all that I mean business. How funny, the bottom card that we got here. To me, I think, yeah, that is the Seven of Wands reversed. Are we going to keep fighting for a position that we actually are not supported in, and we're going to fight for something so bad that we actually don't even really want to fight for it, but we're going to fight for it anyway? That'd be like going to fight for a war that you don't want to fight. That's a big question. That's the bottom card of the deck. First card that we got is the World card. Ooh, completions to enter into new worlds. So one world has to complete in order to get to a new world. That's why this is the last major arcana card of tarot. But it's a great card, and it's surrounded in this card by all the people and all these beautiful energies that are supporting. And one thing about the World card is the fixed signs. You will always see, when you look at a World card, you'll see the lion, you'll see the cow, you'll see the eagle, and you'll see the scorpion, or the I think they use the eagle. Yep. The eagle, the bull, the scorpion, and the lion. So, or sorry, not the scorpion, the human. All fixed signs. So, are you living the world that you totally are fixated on and that you want to hold on to, and that's just everything to you? Or is it got holes? Does it got holes in your heart? Especially with this full moon in Scorpio, with Mars and Saturn in Aquarius, where you have to take wild, different courses in your life in order to get to the connection that you want. What's the only sign missing right now in the zodiac? Leo. That means it's a big, big, big T-square to Leo, which means, are you really happy? Are you really getting your full heart out of things? I'll be honest, we're all having troubles with that one. And we got to get to the bottom of whatever it is and stop playing pretend that this is just a moment and it'll pass. Sure, we can look at it that way. But what is it? Wow, 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay, maybe this is what's kind of hard about getting into this new world, is like, maybe we don't feel that anything's coming to us. You know, 4 of Cups is always like, here, God comes through with what you want. And then it's like, hold on, I have all this other stuff. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I want it exactly that way. Thanks, God, for the gift. This is like the opposite, where it's like God's giving gifts and you're not seeing them at all. At least the 4 of Cups upright sees the gift, but chooses to emotionally block it. This is where we are so emotionally blocking that are gifts that are right in front of us. And we need to like wake up and see it, because we take it in a second. But it's almost like, is it a subconscious denial? Or maybe do you see the gift, but you want to act like you don't see the gift? Of this new world? The challenge card we got is the Judgment card. Holy moly. Ooh, feels very biblical. Of course. The judgment of God, the judgment of Spirit for why you're here and to rise up to the calling. Well, are you going to rise up to the calling that Spirit and God has asked you to come on? You know, I'm using the Golden Tarot deck. You know why? Look at Jesus up in here. Jesus making his judgment. Oh, making that judgment, and everybody up there is, look at those angel horns and the trumpets, and everybody must rise to the occasion. Well, why is that our challenge? Well, there's an obvious judgment call here. Is this based off what God wants me to do, or am I doing this off myself? So there's a godly connection. That's what I keep saying with the Neptune energy, with all these retrogrades coming. It's like clear as a bell, and the universe is literally blowing the horns and showing you the way. It's like, but are we denying that? Or are we acting like we don't see it, but we see it? Our overall card we got is the Two of Swords. Oh, it is a crossroad, this full moon. Holy moly. And this next 2 weeks. But you know what's ironic is when these retrogrades drop Monday, Tuesday, the 12th and the 13th of May, you're not going to be at too much of a crossroads. I'd say that at that point, you've pretty much picked your road. So overall, we are going to be on the train tracks of, are we going on that one or this one? And you got to let the conductor has to let the railman know early, be like, we are going to actually be going left. Do you really want to be on a big train right now going fast and then being like, oh, left, no right, no right, no left, low left? The railman's like, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I'm just picking right for you. And then you're like, I really wanted to go left, and it's going right. That's the blindness that you're not accepting the path in front of you and the crossroads and this whole illusion that I don't know what to do. You do know what to do. The blindfold's on you. The blindfold's in your subconscious, in your mind. So it's the swords. So this is definitely something where it's like, why do you keep playing this crossroads game in life? We know we're at a crossroads. This could be a positive crossroad, but it's about knowing the crossroad and telling the railman as a conductor, that's what we're doing. Telling the captain to the first mate, we're going 90 degrees port. Let's go. All right. Or we're going 90 degrees starboard. All right, let's go. Remember, if you don't know ship shit, port is left because it's 4 letters. In the Navy, I always in this one. Port is always left. Port side. It's left, which is 4 letters. Starboard's right because it's more than the 4 letters. So it's super easy. So starboard right. Port's left, port side. Are you going left or are you going right? Where's the world going to go? Is it going to go right or is it going to go left? We all are looking and waiting to watch this weird Saturn-Pluto conjunction for the next 35, 37 years of where is the world going to go with government in that side? Is there another side? Our spiritual advice card is the 8 of Wands in reverse. And whenever I get this as a spiritual advice card with the reversal, it's a lot like this. It's like Spirit is saying, why are you not going towards where you really want to go towards the 8? You know, these are the arrows of love. This is the forward energy into happiness. So the spiritual advice is, well, what's the hold off? Why do you feel like everything's going backwards? Why do you feel like everything's not going the direction you want? Well, are you allowing the new world in? Are you allowing to accept it? Are you allowing to follow the challenge, which is that judgment call that you know that God's calling you to something and you must take it? And even though it seems crazy in today's world, because in the science community, they would say there's no such thing as judgment call. God's judgment is not a negative judgment. God's judgment is, I have judged the moment for us to be risen to the greatness. And this is that moment, but the challenge is accepting that. It's almost like I've waited my whole life for that moment in my life to get everything I want. And then God goes, okay, here's that moment. And you're like, no, but hold on. I have this and I have that. Full moon in Scorpio in the negative way. Oh, I'm too attached. Or are you going to step into the Phoenix that's rising? Hell yeah, I got my bags. I'm ready to get on that, God. I'm ready to go. Sorry, this stuff, I'm over you anyway. I don't even want to do this. Let's pick up the bag. Let's go. It was nice. It was great. Let's go. And being that Scorpio that transforms and steps into power opposed to weakness through obsession and locking in. And if we're going to talk about ships, the octopus that puts its tentacles around things and it doesn't know how to let go. It's like the story of Jaws. Man, he just can't live without seeing Jaws get caught. Even when the boat gets sunk and chopped down by those teeth. You know what I mean? It's the story of Moby Dick. Oh, what a guy. All for that whale. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Even Pinocchio ends up on Moby Dick. Somehow, after Pleasure Island. The other thing is let's talk about Pleasure Island. That's very Venus square Neptune. The illusion that this is a pleasurable place. But you're not listening to Jiminy Cricket at all. And you're in there thinking you're going to be okay, and you know you're not. You know you're not. And you know there's something weird about it, but you're going anyway. It's like, are you going to do that? Or are you going to pull out of that? You have that choice right now. I'm telling you, when that Venus makes a retrograde, it's going to stop. It's going to stop, and it's just going to sit there and look like a dog looking at a toy and food at Neptune for the whole month. And you're going to be like, oh, my gosh, I'm in Hell Island. We're going to put one card overall. How to get through this and what will help you make the correct choice in your life right now. The Hermit card. Woo! You're going to have to slow it down, look deep in yourself, and you know through the wisdom that you've already been long enough in the woods. You've already been long enough in these situations to know the truth. That you have to follow the guiding light, and you have to finally move with that guiding light. That you've processed longer than everything. The Hermit is an old man who's been in the woods for a long time. He doesn't even know Viagra exists yet. It's been so many centuries. Sorry, it's full moon in Scorpio. I thought I'd throw in some sex comedy. But he's been there so long that he knows where the light needs to go. And his feet and his ankles and his everything. He's like, I gotta start crawling over here. And you know what's ironic is if you look at the original Led Zeppelin album, they used the Hermit card to the Stairway to Heaven. That guiding light right now is this old wisdom that you know. But are you going to just deny that wisdom and that knowing and not be that guiding light and not take that Stairway to Heaven? All right, this is where I do the prayer now, and then we're going to go live into the mix. Dear God, thank you so much for being here with us in these amazing moments of transformation and powerful moments of making ourselves be more connected to you first, of course, but also understanding who we are and why we're here. These are such powerful moments, Lord. I know that when these moments in life come, that you've talked about through so many different energies, through so many different cultures, through so many different ways. You have always made these marker points in these life for us to make this journey and this calling to that higher calling to the best place that we can go in our lives. And I ask you, Lord, to help people see, as you are doing every night, with that beautiful alignment I see of Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars every night, late night, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., it's beautiful. And I thank you for showing people in the sky, but most people will not go up and wake up to see your message at night. I ask you to help break the spell out of people. Because all I keep seeing is a spell on people, a fear of a trapped system that takes you out of the picture, God. A time system, a calendar system, a system of having to do this and having to do that based upon this spell that has been brought upon this beautiful earth that was never meant to have that. That I know deeply in my heart that you speak to us every night, every day, and every moment, not only in the invisible, beautiful world that you fill with love surrounding us, but in the skies that shows us every day and every night for those that purposely and intentionally go out to understand and seek your message. And I know that a lot of people don't, Lord, and I'm asking for you to help these people in the world and even myself, because the spell affects all of us on this planet, to break this spell, to have us wake up, to have us see the truth more, to have us step into our real truth And to not let these blocks of this spell that is so intense that it continues to show up everywhere in life and deny you and to deny your message and to deny your truth and your way. That we all know that it is not the individuals here on this planet that are the ones that have that truth. We know it is you, Lord, and we know that you always give it with all of us individually. We know that the people that speak your message are your cheerleaders. But it doesn't mean even if one does not speak your message that they are not the same cheerleader. They are. We have so many cheerleaders on this planet for you, Lord. And we have so many cheerleaders that are all here to be here as your assistants, as your backup, as your team to help guide whoever and whatever that you ask us to guide towards the truth, towards the light. I know during this big shift of this week and into next week, I know that you are going to be changing the levers extremely. And I ask for you to truly help break this spell because I know you are giving the message to people. But I know that there is that spell that is blocking that message from fully integrating into people's hearts, fully integrating into people's souls, fully integrating fully into the body embodiment of the source that you are, that we are a reflection of you, Lord, that we were created within you and we are created from you. And we are only here and alive and connected because of you. And in a time where there is forces out there trying to separate us and keep us away, I ask for you to help the spell be broken. I ask for you to help us find ways to get back to the truth, back together, back to love. Because in all of the different teachings, in all of the different scriptures from every religion, it has always been about togetherness. It has always been that even when you're sick, it is through being together that we heal. It is through love that we heal. It is through ourselves that we create the disease. There is no such thing as an outside disease that is there because you have always given us all the tools, all the parts in our body, but more importantly, the heart to live in a life whether we are in that truth and happiness or not. And I ask for you to help, please, please break this spell. Because you did not spell us with love, you gave us the gift of love. And this spell that is on everybody, that has been with everybody for thousands of years, is not a gift. It is a stripping away of your gift. And I ask for you to please, Lord, know that there are so many down here that see that know that breathe and live that truth and knowing. And we ask for you to come down even stronger to help us through these times and these moments, to make the calls in our life, and to help people also know that part of breaking the spell is that they inside have to connect with you and to the truth, God, and break the spell within them and take the step forward to you in the light and to the truth in their life. And I ask for you to help them find that courage and reinvigorate their hearts with that courage, Lord. Thank you so much, and amen. All right, everybody, I'm giving you much love. Thank you so much for being a High Vibe TV member and just joining us here, always on the YouTube or on highvibe.tv. Thank you. We got live chat now on High Vibe TV, so go to High Vibe TV on the website or on your mobile browser. Go to highvibe.tv and you can watch there. We got a chat room going on High Vibe TV now and all of our shows when we're live. And the apps, it'll come out soon. We're in a beta, so the app's almost there. But as far as mobile, browser, and also when you go over to the website, full chat, it's awesome. We had a blast last night doing full disclosure with it. Also, my 2020 video, What's Next, is available now on highvibe.tv. Make sure that you check that one out. It's all about what is next, how to break the spell, and what is the spell that is being spelled upon us right now, and how to not fall for it, and how to not start to play in this monopoly game that they want us to play. Also, make sure that you check out my love school. This is going to be the most intense love transit you've ever seen in your life. After the Saturn-Pluto conjunction of 82 and 83 and how that is completed, here is the first retrograde of Venus to ever happen after that cycle. And it is happening starting Monday night, Tuesday if you're on the other side of the world. This is definitely a school. It's 10 courses. It's about 40 hours of video. I think there's one class that's like 3.5 hours. There's one class that's 5 hours. So it's about 40. I haven't counted it yet, but I don't want to misrepresent it. Let's say 38 for sure, but it's about 40. 40 hours of an amazing love school. I teach you everything that you know from the astrology community, but way more in all my secrets. If you never watched the show, get some good speakers on. This is the best part. We're all going to be in the chat. We're going to have a great time. Craig's about to turn on all the lights. We're about to get the fog going. We're about to get the whole show going. And release into the truth and break the spell and connect with the divine. You know you can. You have the heart to do it. And we're going to come together in this dance space. We're going to release all this. We're going to release this spell. We're going to come into our truth. And we're going to make this world better by us stepping into truth, by us getting rid of the spell, by stepping into the heart of the source, God, love, wherever you find your calling to. It's on you. But we are all a collective, and we are all a collective that is here to transform this world. And we don't even have to say join us because we are all already within it. I love you all. It's a pleasure to be of service to you of all the time. Let's go. Let's have a good one.
I was on the outside, looking on the inside, looking at myself. Like a vampire, like I need your blood to save myself. Who got money? Who got what? Bitch, I'm poor. I ain't got nothing else left. Who's the shit? Represent, tell me that. Who you is? If you ain't got no check, don't hit on my biz. Who's to blame? Who's to stain? We the same. Don't complain. Don't complain. This just got real. This shit right here, this just got real. Oh yeah, just check this. Oh, this shit right here, that's just that shit. Oh yeah, just got real. This shit right here, that's it right here. That shit right here. This shit right here, that's it right here. This that shit right here. That shit right here. This just got real. This just got real. This that shit right here. This that shit right here. This that shit right here. Do something out, what you doing?
You already got it.
What you already did. Why you let them stop it? Bringing the heat, what you doing? Look at yourself, you old. Look at my coat. It just cold.
million dollars. $1 million. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. $1 million.
One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
Out in the sky, perfect in another way. Coming home tonight, we are a little lost in the play. running out of disguises, perfect in our own way. We come home tonight.
Hello, sir. I am C3PO human. C3. Hello, sir. I am C. Hello, sir. I am. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I am C3PO. C3PO human. 3PO human. 3PO human. C3PO human cyborg. 3PO human cyborg. Human cyborg. 3PO human cyborg. 3PO human cyborg. Human cyborg. Human cyborg. Humans we. Human we. Human we. Human we. 3PO human cyborg. 3PO human cyborg. C3PO human cyborg relations.
What the fuck?
You always jump right
What
in,
the
saying
fuck?
you're thinking that this is love
What
for
the
me.
fuck? They know what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. What the fuck? What the fuck?
change my mind. Turn down the lights in this room so I can see you, so I can see you. But you can't take it back now. No, you can't take it back now. No, you can't take it back now. It's too late. But you can't take it back now. No, you can't take it back now. No, you can't take it back now. Yeah,
I liked it just like that. Down, Jose. I liked it just like that. 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 Dancing to the music. I liked it just like that. 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 Just like that.
George, you really had a wonderful life.
Dancing
Don't you
to
see
the
what a
music.
mistake it would be
I liked it
to
just
throw it
like
away?
that. I liked it just like 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 that. Dancing to the music. I liked it just like that. 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 Dancing to the music. I liked it just like that. Just like that. Dancing to the music.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Followers you got, how many friends you got, how many likes you got. Man, you better step away from all that shit, man. Step away from all that shit, man. Step away from all that shit, man. Step away from all that shit. 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 Away from all that shit, man. What you want, be famous now? You ain't gonna get that Grammy on your shelf. I do it on the Grammy on Facebook like you know. Followers on your likes. 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 followers you got, how many friends you got, how many likes you got. Man, you better step away from all that shit, man. Look at them Nikes on your feet. I know where you got those. You ain't got them, you ain't bought them. Somebody gave them to you, boy. You be doing all that shit for your image, for the gram, for them likes. You be hungry for them likes. You know very well what you do, boy. You know very well, very well, very well, very well. You don't need nothing, you don't need nothing, you don't like for nothing. Famous now. You ain't gonna get that Grammy on a shelf by doing all the Grammy and all the Facebook likes, motherfucker. Know it. You do, boy. You know what you do. Get off. Followers on your like, they can fuck. 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 Followers on your like. Followers on your like, they can fuck. 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 Followers on your like, followers on your like, followers on your like, followers on your like. $1 million. Guilty of any of these things.
you see it different in the way I move my body? Do you taste it when we're kissing? Honest, I am guilty, and it kills me that you're. Yeah, I'm guilty. You're not mad now, but you will be when you find out that I'm guilty, 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 guilty,
Don't use any of these things. Don't use any of these things.
Mr. Speaker, on Friday evening last, I received His Majesty's commission to form a new administration. It was the evident wish and will of Parliament and the nation that this should be conceived on the broadest possible basis, and that it should include all parties, both those who supported the late government and also the parties of the opposition. I have completed the most important part of this task. A war cabinet has been formed of 5 members, representing with the Liberal opposition the unity of the nation. The 3 party leaders have agreed to serve either in the war cabinet or in high executive office. The 3 fighting services have been filled. It was necessary that this should be done in one single day, on account of the extreme urgency and rigor of events. A number of other key petitions were filled yesterday, and I am submitting a further list to His Majesty tonight. I hope
we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat. If we were facing an alien threat. Facing an alien threat. Facing an alien Facing an alien threat. Facing an alien threat. Facing an alien threat. If we were facing an alien threat from outside,
pictures that look to you now, holding me down. I see a light in my fears. I don't mind the tears. You don't hold me, stop holding me down.
1 million.
Everything's going on strong. Everything's going on strong. Everything's going on strong. Everything's going
Even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression. transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I am C-3PO. C-3PO. Hello, sir. I am C-3PO. You I am C-3PO. Human cyborg. I am C-3PO. I am C-3PO. I am C-3PO. Sir, I am C-3PO. Hello, sir. I am C-3PO. Human cyborg relations.
think for yourself, question authority with your friend, and please don't obey authority until you've thought it out and then you decided that.
Push my nervous system as much as any human being living. I've taken LSD 500 times. I've experienced a wide range of these biochemical and neurological possibilities. I think I'm the strongest, sanest person around.
What the fuck?
make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work it never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work it never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work it never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work it never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work it never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work it never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us
Shit loses, don't get abused, kids find you at the club and in house holding your mouth. It's just Mecca, accelerate the flow. Pass me a Volvo while dipping in your Volvo all the way live. Ever since birth, pull up to the curb, tie me up and just swerve. All the way live, everyday life, live from
Yo, angel from the dog star.
all the way live, everyday life,
Broadcast where we see serious speed.
all the way live, everyday life, live from
Yo, angel from the dog star.
all the way live, everyday life,
Broadcast where we see serious speed.
all the way live, everyday life, live from
Yo, angel from the dog star.
all the way live, everyday life,
Broadcast where we see serious speed.
all the way live, everyday life, live from
Yo, angel from the dog star.
all the way live, everyday life,
Broadcast where we see serious speed. Yo, angel from the dog star. Broadcast where we
now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man. Greater than man's. Minds that are to our mind as ours of the beast in the jungle, regarded us with envious eyes, and slowly and surely drew their plans against us.
Why don't you play the game? Why don't you play the game?
Sales were picking up. On this particular evening, October 30th, the Crosley service estimated that 32 million people were listening in on radio. We take you now to the Reading Room in the Hotel Park Plaza in downtown New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Riccello and his orchestra. Plaza.
Take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. And I stay in Wonderland. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
The evidence seems to be overwhelming to me that we've had an intimate interrelationship with them for several thousand years. I have concluded, as has Zechariah Sitchin, that the human race has probably been seeded here by high-intelligence civilizations from other places. I think those who placed us here and those who have been intimately involved with our genetic manipulation and growth are interested in us. I think they're concerned with us. I think they are related to us. So it's really right. So that we're nursing it. It's near. Initially been getting involved in the limiting the who's ordinary who placed us here. Those who have been intimately involved with our genetic manipulation and growth are interested in us. I think they are related. I think it is really nursing near. Or Shelley been getting involved in the those who have been intimately involved with our genetic manipulation and growth are interested. They're concerned. I think they are related to us, and I think that's why they're so involved. 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 That's why they're involved.